Okay, so I went out yesterday expecting to get a bunch of doors, and we ended up in a haunted hotel, which is awesome. And we got the full tour. We got the whole grand thing. You know, because who doesn't ask questions of complete strangers selling them doors under a bridge at midnight? I saw a face, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I see you like.
Here we are, ghetto. This is where I'm gonna go to save myself $20. Should pull up and be like, "Are you the door guy?" This is kind of strange.
Oh, he's gonna open the gate for you.
Oh, I see. I don't know if I want to be trapped in there. Well,
He's probably gonna have your back in.
You can either pull in there or just whip it around and park over there.
Are you Paul?
Yeah, I'm Paul.
Okay. We're just making sure because we're like, Oh, there's.
so where are the doors at then?
Inside.
Oh, that's not scary at all.
Oh no, it's a haunted building.
Okay.
haunted building.
Oh, good. This will make a good episode.
Can we park here?
What now?
Can we park here?
Yeah. There's no semis coming through, so yeah.
Okay.
Do you mind if I keep you on a YouTube channel?
Do what?
Do you mind if I film you for a YouTube channel?
If it don't break your stuff.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did I bring a selfie stick? Because if I did. Well, guess I'll just carry it. That's fun though. Oh, careful, Julie.
Yeah. I always get hurt on the
Hey, now you're not gonna feel. Is she gonna be beating me on camera?
Well, not. Hopefully not.
Okay, good. Because that costs extra.
Right. Oh gosh.
Is that a
That's
contact?
really he's half fit, half
So are you guys renovating this place, or?
Yeah, this is a hole here. We have
Oh.
doors over it. See,
Okay.
those doors are actually used
Oh, nice.
for a walkway. Yeah, they came from,
okay.
as you can see, we have plenty.
Jeez, nice,
They came from the Western Crown Center, a 5-star hotel downtown.
nice.
Yeah, he's worked out. Here's some of them. They're like they're not hand cut. They got the big holes. They
Oh,
got
we
the
didn't
mark.
ask Keith how many what we need to write our.
I want to catch
Yeah.
a ghost on the
We
thing.
were in hog heaven for a
You
while
have to
because
catch
they
a
left
ghost.
all the. Don't worry.
Okay.
I mean, I had one try to kill me the other day.
Nice.
Oh, I kid you not. We have door covers
Yeah.
for the elevator shafts. I mean, whoever built this building, all this is redwood.
So were you serious about take us on a tour?
Yeah, you can go on a tour.
Yeah,
You wanna
let's
that
do it.
first
Yeah,
before we go?
sure. Why
Okay,
not?
you tell her. You can go up the ladder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be able to climb a submarine ladder with one hand. I could do it with this.
I think we got a fireplace going.
Oh, nice. My wife's gonna kill me. She's gonna be like, "Why would you go in a sketch place like this?" Ah.
I don't know if I want to go.
No, I definitely. Come on, Jill, you gotta go. Because
There you
if the ghosts are gonna pick on it.
These too. These are cool.
go. Okay, we'll start this way. This
Okay.
is what we've acquired. Not from here. I'll just start at the elevator shaft.
Okay.
And drag it up myself a little bit. That elevator drum right there is about 4 tons.
Jeez.
And it was an Otis elevator, and it was up here, up above, hooked to the next floor. And
Okay.
I brought it down from there to here, and it was sitting on this cart right there. And there used to be a top to it, and it was hanging on the gate. I had it propped up, and then I kicked the brake loose on the cart,
Right.
and the cart dropped, and I had it attached with a 1,400-pound climbing rope,
Right.
and snapped it like a piece of dental floss.
Huh.
And it went on down, smashed the cart. But this door right there, these doors,
Yep.
is what the grain place used in the day I guess to keep the humidity and the moisture out.
Right.
All this was heated up through a copper pipe. They steamed the floors and it all started over by the fireplace.
The original heated floors. That's awesome.
And then they used recycled water, and it went down to a boiling system over here in the basement, done by ADT.
Nice.
The security people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a door plate somewhere around here that has it on there.
Huh.
But anyway, this door right here was not there. This one right here.
Okay.
It was up on the 4th floor, and it had my rope pinned up there. And I tried everything. I brought that drum up from down there using, I don't know, a 3-ton strap and ratchet, a 3-ton come-along chain, and 2 1.5-ton straps and ratchets. You know, moving them back and forth.
Right.
That door, I couldn't even use a pry bar or a 3-foot bolt that had the elevator system hooked up.
Huh.
I couldn't get it moved to undo my rope.
Huh.
This right here.
Yep.
I reattached to that beam right there, just so it wouldn't flop out after I undid the other side. And I'm standing down there, and I feel and hear debris coming down. And now this door here was like this door here, but over here on the 4th, beside the door, just like that one.
Sure.
And I turn and I look up, getting ready to yell at Glenn.
Yeah.
And hey, I'm down in here, and I shouldn't have been able to see anybody up there.
Right.
Because those doors are not light; they're hinged. So when the elevators come up, they open up. And I see someone like pulling debris down, and then the next thing I see is this door going ting, 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 all the way down the elevator shaft. I'm down in the buttons. I hauled ass up.
Oh my gosh.
Glenn was up on the same floor, but he was painting. And Glenn couldn't have lifted that door across there. I mean, he would have had to push it all the way up there, and then dump the debris, and then throw the door down.
Jeez.
He doesn't do that.
Jeez.
So I thought he was just, oh, here's some debris, and we'll clean it up.
Right.
And I said, hey, and then I saw that coming. I couldn't even finish my sentence. I hauled ass up this.
Man, so that massive door was coming down at you.
Yeah, bouncing just like you see in the movies.
Jeez.
Bouncing off the sides of the elevator all the way. And see that board right there?
Yeah.
That was there. Another piece ended up here, and there was a bar. It should be, well, he's moved it now. It's about that long of a bar that I was using to pry it up.
Okay.
Was right down at the base of that ladder. So if I would have stayed down there, it would have hit me. I mean, I've only been in and out of this building twice. And they're getting a little unhappy, and plus we have electricity.
Right.
You know? Before, the trains themselves would create the energy.
Right.
I mean, I have a picture of when I brought that up, standing over here facing this way, and there's 7 original ghosts in the picture that I can point out to you.
Oh, wow.
There's a burned, right here, you can see this beam, but there's another beam that looks like it's burned up that does not exist. And this ladder here, and the chain was coming straight down here, and you couldn't see the rest of the ladder at the bottom of the chain because there's a white blur, and it's the only thing that's not in focus in the picture.
What the heck?
And it's not. I couldn't use flash because my phone had 6% battery, so I was just using the sunlight. And you notice other ghosts, like all this stuff back here. It's his brother's stuff, and there was a 21-foot straight ladder there, sliding ladder. You could only see 3 rungs on it. And you couldn't see the doors. But there's like a guy, I thought he was playing cards. It looks like he's playing cards. He's got a derby hat on and stuff. And then someone goes, it looks like me like he's at a speakeasy having a drink. I'm like, oh, you're right. Because you can see in between the 3 rungs of the ladder, like wooden kegs of beer.
Jeez.
And then there's a couple of people here like leaning up like this. But what's weird is the guy who put the electricity in, I went down when he was in the basement. I said, so have you heard the ghost? He's like, I haven't heard nothing, but I feel there's like 7 ghosts down here watching me. And I go, man, that's weird because there's 7 ghosts in the original picture.
So you hear that, guys? If somebody spots them inside the film, make sure you point it out. Keep a close eye out for a little.
Yeah, there's we have mimics. There's white shadows, black shadows.
Nice.
It used to be a ghost dog. I don't know if my dog caught it or not or whatever happened. But I actually had a friend who did not believe that yelled at my dog because he thought he was trying to get a sandwich. And my dog was all the way up here. We were in the back, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's been up there eating for 5 minutes.
Oh,
he's like, he just
jeez.
tried to get a bite of my sandwich. So my girl had to go, no, he's been up here eating.
Man.
And then he was smoking, and he had his cigarette knocked out of his hand.
Nice.
And I'm like, why'd you try? He's like, man, did you see that? It smacked out. He goes, I believe. I'm not joking. Oh, speaking of that, do not joke about the ghost.
Okay.
Because they will teach you a lesson.
All right.
3 people have been taken over.
Okay.
Yeah, the last guy hasn't even answered his phone for me. But this building is from, as far as we know, this part of it is from around 1909.
Okay.
And the basement, we do not know. I know that there's little chunk outs of the, because it's stone,
Right.
and it's like a moat around there, and it's got steel bars through the stone,
Okay.
and the pulley doors go down like they have pulleys like it's a fort type deal.
Okay.
And you can see where they used to have the slaves in there.
Huh.
Where they, you know, if you watch the History Channel.
Right.
And I saw one piece of deal. Glenn didn't even see it. But it's 21 foot from that wall to this beam, from that beam to that beam, from that beam to the other beam. And it's all redwood from California.
Huh.
The support beams here, not the steel ones, that was put in by the military
Right.
when they were building the tanks and Jeep parks.
So remind me one more time, what was the original purpose of the building?
Weed, feed, and field.
Okay.
So all the way through it, you'll see like numbers. See,
Okay.
there's a number right beside that square. You can see it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. All the bays, all this was had bays. Oh yeah, when you go upstairs, you're generally keep an eye on the floor.
Okay.
All right. So now the building next to us isn't the same building.
Okay.
This building was here first. And I did find a part on the Otis elevator though that was from 1907. It said. And we have a lot of the parts still.
You ready, Julie?
No.
You got this.
It'll be all right. Serious, just don't let it. I'm not joking. I'll tell you the
scared of
story.
heights.
Oh,
That's why.
Julie's sitting down here.
Okay.
I'm staying down here.
All
I'm scared of
right.
heights.
you really don't want to miss this.
It's okay. I'm
No,
scared of
it's
heights.
got floor. This is the only height you
If-
have. The rest is stairs.
I know, but if
I wouldn't
there's
let
a
you
floor
fall.
to fall through, I will fall through it. Ask him.
But the
Well,
fall
yeah,
isn't
that's
what you should be scared of. It's that sudden stop.
No. No.
Oh,
All right, well, you keep an eye on the truck then, Julie.
Okay, I
and
will.
Jenna's out there too. Her name's Jenna.
Jenna? Okay.
Yeah. Don't think Bowie's nice. Because he might be all nice until you get right close to him, and then he's a whole different story.
Okay.
All right, we're going up the haunted ladder.
Now you will see, I'll tell you ahead of time, he has mannequins in here from a haunted house.
Nice.
His family has all the haunted houses in Kansas City and other cities. But
Okay.
he's painted this up now to be like little living quarters.
Okay.
I
Nice.
thought at first that, oh man, that takes the scare kind of out of it. But if you look out here, okay, where it's not painted
Right.
and it's dark, then you might be fine and dandy when you're out there looking here. Oh, that's pretty.
Right.
But when you're here looking out, then it's a whole nother story because it's a good dark.
Man, you can't even see anything on the camera.
So if you're walking, okay.
All right.
I'll just tell you to watch the spots. If you see like a little board covered in the floor,
Sure.
that's a hole.
Okay.
And this used to be a lot worse. We had, see, you got little things like this.
That's awesome.
With the guy who last got possessed, and here's our problem child. That beam goes from the basement
Okay.
to the fourth floor.
Oh,
and that's
geez.
redwood, 15 by 15 by 15. Okay, and I guess over the decades and shit, it was leaking through it, and it toothpicked down in the basement.
Huh.
So it dropped all the floors.
Jeez.
Well, we jacked them all up, even though we were told, oh, 50,000, or you guys can't do it.
Right.
But they're kind of right when we didn't undo the crossbar right there.
Okay.
So it just pulled it back down.
Okay.
So, you know, we got to undo those before we jack it back up. But, and then the steel beams you see are what the military put in. Let's your step there.
Oh,
See,
okay.
and then they connected the doors. You know, this used to be a sliding door.
Oh, okay.
And then this is another area we painted up. Now see, people go, oh, well, you got the dummies in here to make people think this. Oh, here, see if you can see on this. Let's see. Okay, you see it right there?
Sure.
I don't know if it will come across when you see it, but you see that girl, blonde-headed girl in the blue dress with no legs?
Oh, yeah. Can you put the light right on it?
Yep. She's right to the left.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Right
pointing.
there.
Yep. Now, if you look in the bay, you'll see a ratty-looking dude squatted down, peeking out. Right behind her.
Oh, geez.
Okay. Now, look at this window. See that big-ass dude right there that covers up most of the window except for his head and shoulders?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. There's a couple of other that Glenn had this. He didn't even see these at first. I had to point them out to him. And you can see her here too.
Oh yeah.
And this is how it was when he took over, and then I started helping him. But yeah, it's see, before it became.
It's the Blossom House.
Yeah, this is from 11/24/15.
Okay.
Now I put these on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and you can't see the ghost on it like that.
Huh.
You can't even see them when you look it up on Google. But when he printed them out, for some reason, you can.
Interesting.
Yeah. But if you look how big these windows are, let me zoom in on it. If you can see those,
Yep.
okay, and then look at that dude again.
Let's see if I can get it up there.
Oh, that might be hard. Here, let me try that one. See him?
Oh, yep, there he is.
No, that's another one. He's right there. There. He's at that one. You got
Oh, yep.
it? Yeah, that's another one.
Man, that's
See,
creepy.
there's a head up here too, and
That's
somebody
creepy.
peeking out there. And they're not live people. When I first came here and I had to stay here because of living situation.
Right.
And for the longest time, I'd get up and go outside to see who's outside talking, and then I realized they're not outside talking.
Oh boy.
And, I mean, we've heard everything. I mean, all sorts of shit. And if you're here with friends,
Right.
they might get up and walk away, and then all of a sudden you hear them talking to you, asking you
Is
questions.
that a mannequin over there? Or?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't know. Where'd you see it at?
Oh, I saw the creepy thing next to the rocking chair. I was like, oh my gosh.
Now, see, like this slide of concrete, I have no idea why it's here.
Huh.
And that's the hole that they tore out. That was a stairwell. And we had to board it up because a homeless guy got in here, went up to the 5th floor for some reason, instead of going to the fireplace and started a fire on
Oh
the floor.
jeez.
But he had a hard time because it's redwood,
Right.
and redwood doesn't burn that easy. So,
Well, you'd think there'd almost be a fireplace flue or something in each of the levels, right? I mean.
well, we don't know if that's what these are or not, or
Oh,
if that's
okay.
where they put samples or they fed the different floors of the stuff down in.
Okay.
But let's see. Well, you can see the hangers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where. See, a scrap company had this before he got it.
Okay.
And then before he maybe see, and there's some more numbers on that. Now the steel is what the military put in, and there used to be a building right behind us, which he might have all. I think next floor we can see it.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know why they put the slab of concrete in.
Huh.
This is where, and this brick is another mystery. Right here.
Huh. So this you'd almost assume would be a hearth or something that was fireproof on purpose, you know?
Right, but here's where the elevator, that whole blank spot
Yeah.
was the elevator. And that's where that pulley, that drill drum was hanging from right up there on two 32-inch pulley wheels.
Huh.
And I took it from down here, I took all the elevator apart and took it downstairs myself.
Jeez.
The code people actually call me by D. Paul.
Okay.
Because I got 3 44-inch wheels upstairs on the roof to bring down still, and he's like, well, I don't want to hear about some dude falling by his floor.
Right.
You know, because they can't figure out how I got it down myself. You know,
Right.
I just got a little bit of ingenuity and
Oh, I hear you.
pulley systems. But so watch your floor here. And that's look at that spike strip.
Jeez.
And I don't know
Like
how
a-
it came down. That's a metal piece, and there's nothing like that. I mean, he was out to get me, and we're just on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
So see where that door's at?
Yeah.
That's where it came down from, but it was laying across right above beside that one.
So which floor is the haunted floor? Is it this one or is
They all are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So keep
But-
an eye out.
Yeah, I've never had anyone that's ever been here that stayed day and night that hasn't had an experience.
Interesting.
You know, they might not believe in it. You know, and then Glenn's got different pictures hanging up and stuff.
That's
They
fun.
used to have brass stars holding the awning up. And remember to take a picture of the awning.
Okay.
Because that's where the flood level was
Okay.
when it flooded down here in I think 29 or 23 and 52 or whatever it was. Okay, we're going up.
Oh, geez. Could you that's a famous photo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's drawn though.
Yeah. Okay. It's like I've seen it several times. That's awesome.
And then, this is the ear's missing because of me messing with my dog. He wanted to smell its ass, so I picked it up and started chasing around.
Is that a stuffed? Or what?
Oh no, that's carved wax. That's a carving.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It came from Germany.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're getting a bit creepier because of the flooring and stuff. Like that, he got mannequins from somebody from a store closing,
Nice.
And it was funny because when he first started bringing them, he first brought a wheelchair, and he would move it around on me.
Right.
You know, trying to get me scared. I'm like, okay, you want to play this game? So I started moving the mannequins around and everything else. Hung one of the Halloween deals from the ladder we just went up.
Right.
Just high enough where you're halfway up, you're looking eye to it.
Nice.
And then I don't know if you saw just the leg mannequin hanging.
Yep.
I had that in the bed.
Oh,
I didn't even tell him I got it. And stuffed in the thing so you could see the form of the legs.
Nice.
And then put a body pillow.
Oh, jeez.
In front for his body. He pulled his gun because he was calling my name and he's like, "Come on, man!" You know, he's like, "You got me good on that one." So yeah, I mean, you never know what you see. Now the last guy, my buddy John Gary, he wore bottle cap glasses.
Okay.
Never saw him without them. We come back here. And he's like, "I'm gonna go." I gave him a tour earlier, and he's like, "I'm gonna go explore."
Right.
I'm like, just be careful. And he was gone. I said, "I'll be right up," and I stayed down with Jenna, and I just got busy and forgot time. And that was like at 9:30 at night.
Nice.
He came down at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
Without his glasses, without a flashlight.
How?
I'm like, "How you feeling?" You could tell his eyes were glossed over and stuff, you know.
Oh, there was a wisp behind you, I think. There was literally a little ball of light that went across the screen.
How you feeling? You could tell his eyes were lost.
We have a video where Jenna was filming with my phone. It might even be this floor. She was over here, and the whole time she starts filming, you see a lot of orbs going up.
Huh.
I say they're dust, but they're saying no because it's not falling or going. They got different direction.
Right.
And the whole time it's in slow mo until she gets on the second stair, and then it goes into normal speed.
Huh.
And no rhyme or reason for it.
Huh.
But see, that's one of the deals. But, you know, and I pointed them out. I'd rather them all be down in the basement or something.
Right.
You know, because like John Gary, he joked and he clowned about the ghost.
Right.
And when he came down, I'm like, "You feeling okay?" He's like, "I'm feeling great." I'm like, "So what have you been doing?" He's like, "Well, I went, exploring. I went from the 3rd floor to the 5th floor, back down to the 4th floor." I'm saying, "Well, how'd you get to the 5th floor from the 3rd floor if you never hit the 4th floor first?" He's like, he hesitates. He's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, "No, what do you mean?" He's like, I hit the 4th floor. I just didn't go around it." And I said, so how'd you get downstairs?" He's like, "I walked." I said, "Without your glasses?" And you know the doors I showed you down there?
Yep.
It's like an opening like this, and it goes down to the basement. He put his foot on the edge, and he hops. And this guy is a farm boy, never done any no coordination whatsoever. He hops about this high, all the way down with one leg behind his other. When he gets to the end, he jumps higher, twirls around, and lands. And he's like, "I do this all the time."
What the heck?
Okay, I'm like, "Okay." So you don't need your glasses that I've never seen you without. So where's your flashlight? He didn't know. He couldn't explain where his flashlight was.
Huh.
So he sat there a minute. I said, "Man, your eyes look a little funny." I said, "Do you know how long you've been gone?" He's like 45 minutes or so. "Are you going to come up?" I said, "Dude, you've been gone. It's 3 o'clock in the morning almost."
Huh.
He's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "Here's my watch. Here's my phone," And he goes, "Well, I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm going to walk." I'm like, "Why don't you take your car?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just a good night to walk." Which, it wasn't really the nicest place down here sometimes.
Right,
with,
right.
Homeless. It's gotten a lot better. But he goes, "I'm going to go up and get my glasses and find my flashlight." I was like, "So you know where your glasses are at, you just don't know where you laid your flashlight down." So he had no idea, but he found it.
Huh.
Somehow he found that flashlight and the other. And I think that if it wouldn't have been for that ghost not knowing how to drive a car, I swear, I think he would have stayed with him.
Jeez.
Because he walked, and he was gone another hour and a half or so when he left. And the station's only 3 blocks away, even closer when you cut through.
What the heck?
I'm like, "Dude, what have you been doing?" He's like, "Oh, just walking around." I said, "Walking around the West Bottoms at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, just enjoying yourself, huh?" But...
Would you mind if I took a couple of pictures just to see if I catch it?
Whatever you want to do. downstairs, and me and two guys, and I don't ever hardly say, "Do you hear this?" I'll just ask, "Do you hear something?"
Right.
And this time I just stopped. I'm like, "Do you guys hear fucking drums?" And they're like, "Yeah." And it just started out just real light, and then went into louder, and then you heard Indian chant.
Huh.
I swear to God on it. I'll swear on my son's ashes, actually. And then it got a little louder. Then you heard the Indian chant. Then you hear the Indian cry. Then you hear women and children and men screaming in agony and shit, hollering like out of fear.
Right.
And gunshots, all sorts of shit. Indians crying out, all for 3 minutes. This went on.
Jeez.
And I was like, that was like all out here, right? And one guy's like, I heard it over here. And another guy's like, I think it was all around us. And it was one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
Huh.
And I've actually seen over on the Macabre building, I saw a kid lean out like this and look around the Chinese ladies changing drape thing.
Right.
Watching me detail a car up on the 4th floor over there, like, what the hell is that thing?
Huh.
Full body apparition. And it was the same boy that in a mural in a picture right back there by him.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was cool. Very cool. But yeah, this place is fun. But like I said, I've been rained out twice.
Huh.
And I didn't hesitate.
It takes a lot to scare me. I'm kind of a little bit fascinated with the macabre, but
I've had people when I call it my center room, back over in that corner where I showed you the doors at first.
yep.
I call that the summer area, and then the winter. I've had someone, my chair was in the corner,
Yep.
and had someone come up right behind me and go, right behind my shoulder.
Jeez.
Oh, it's cool. People have little touch-ins and stuff like that. But,
Huh.
yeah, you don't want to joke with them, or act like they don't exist.
Yeah, we don't want to have anything follow us back. Our building right now is completely empty too. We're, like she said, we're doing a hotel, and
Yeah, well,
we like to mess with each other by putting out things. We have a haunted clown and stuff like that.
Just keep in mind that someday when it starts renovating more,
Right.
Like Glenn thought, oh, we might have a couple.
Right.
He thinks the basement's the most haunted. I feel nothing down the basement. But Jen says in one of the corners she feels whoa, like something bad happened there.
Right.
Which is in the tunnel. We can go down there last. I always save it for last, and I usually make people go down there by themselves.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but Jen feels some kind of whoa. I feel nothing down there. Glenn's like, oh well, mainly they're down there. We might have a few ghosts, he said.
Right.
Now he doesn't say that anymore. And I won't say nothing yet until we get upstairs further, and then that way I won't ruin nothing.
Okay.
You know, but if you want to see anything else, see, we get all this. Glenn patched that up. We have a problem child over here. They recycled the water from the roof,
Okay.
and I think they roofed over the drain.
Okay.
Because there's a pipe. Well, you can't see here, but I'll show you up on the top floor. There's a pipe that comes down through the side of the wall, back in and down, all the way down to the basement. So recycled and went back into the ADT freaking boiling system.
Right. So you think they concreted in the vent, or?
No, I think they roofed over the drain.
Oh, okay.
On it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any holes up here that I need to watch out for?
I'll give you a warning.
Okay.
On that. Like, I could have had fun and just walked you across that, where I might tell you just walk lightly.
Right.
I've seen people looking like this before, which Glenn just now put this up. It used to be open, but this is the outside where you guys pulled up. There's your truck.
Give me an idea. It's like all the lights on the buildings around here are completely off. We were driving in. It's like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, I mean, but see, if you would came earlier, it would have been a madhouse because it's first of the month.
Oh yeah,
Like the rich people come in,
Right.
And they want to buy up the antique stuff.
Right.
That aren't antique because they paint them teal.
Right.
You know, and they pay $700. I had a old school makeup desk that I found, and I redid it and put it all stained back up, right? And I couldn't get no one to bite on it. That's a cool picture you put up. If you just keep an eye on that picture, the lady right there.
Oh, can't see the.
If you move it side to side, you should see. I don't know if I can do that or not.
There we go.
You see her change?
Oh yeah, little vampire teeth come out.
Yeah, and loses a little bit of skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all, everything you see, the flooring, everything was redwood, unless it's been replaced, which I had to secure up the floors. Okay, let's see, what floor are we on here? I think this is 4th floor. Yep, see this beam?
Yep.
See how it's bowed? Real
Yep.
bad? I was giving a tour to one of my old friends that's bigger than I am. And he had a buddy with him that was down on that landing there that's bigger than he is. And I was about here, and all of a sudden I hear, BAM! And I turned around, and my friend Mike goes, yeah, it wasn't me. This board was out here 6 heel-to-toe paces, laying parallel. Okay, it didn't fall like this or like this, which you'd think. It didn't rock no more. It made one bang. That's it. And his buddy down there goes, I'm out of here. And he went down. He didn't even stop where the girls were at down on the first floor. He went right outside and never came back in the building. But the screws were still up in on there and down here on the floor.
Huh.
And this is the 4th floor. This is where that guy is in the window, right there. So you see how big that window is.
Yeah.
And that guy's taking up the whole side to side, except for his head and shoulders.
Huh.
Are you dying? Is your phone dying?
Well,
Yeah.
some doesn't want to be recorded.
It's not. It's if it's draining your battery, that happens. Okay, you want to watch yourself here, as you see. You know, we've done a lot. This used to leak all over the place.
I can feel the floor is kind of a little bit warped.
Well, it's hanging because we have another broken cot right here,
Okay.
and then it's really leaning that way. See how the elevator's shifting?
Okay. Yep.
Because of our problem child, and we kind of disagree on we need to cut that out and we don't need to cut that out.
Right.
So this is where that door was hanging across here and had my rope pinned, okay? And you see where I removed the board?
Yep.
I could not get it. I tried with a crowbar, with everything, and could not get it undone. And here I barely move it around, and it comes banging down. So it's all the way down here. So it bounces off the sides, bang, 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 and lands like that.
Huh.
And I'm below it in the basement, 2 more floors down.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out of there. But I see someone right here, and you see how this is, right?
Yep.
This thing across here.
Yep.
And I could see someone up here, and it was like they were pouring a wheelbarrow or a bucket full of debris before that door came down.
Huh.
And there ain't no way possible. It'd be like that door there. There'd be no way to see up here.
Huh.
Oh, I called Glenn. I said, did you just throw the debris down? And I didn't think yet that, wait a minute, I shouldn't have been able to see nobody.
Huh.
You know? So we were talking about getting go cams.
Yeah, yeah. Amazon has them for $40, the Amazon version.
'Cause if I would have had one on, I would have caught the whole apparition up there and the door coming down.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, not really, because now I'm kind of iffy about getting it back
Right,
in the game
right.
to cut out the rest of the deal. So, but see, like that makes you go, oh, that's nice.
Right, yeah.
But if you're over there looking out, that's like, oh, see, it's not so great anymore, huh?
Yeah.
And this guy made it all the way through this building without a flashlight and his bottle of glasses.
Huh.
So you tell me. And Jenna can back that up. Because when he come back, he's like, oh, I think I'm going to go down and explore the basement. This is summertime.
Right,
The basement never gets warmer than 60 degrees.
right.
Okay. He went into the building, he waited for a minute, and then he comes out, and I'm like, you already done? He's like, well, I don't know how to reach the rafters. I'm like, just grab the chair and go down there. And he's like, oh, okay. He comes back in, and Jenna said he just kind of stood there by that where the door cover is, because it was open. And he just kind of stood, and then he went and grabbed the door, or the chair, and he came back, and she said he kind of stood there and looked at her, and then looked down the basement, and then took the chair down. And he was maybe gone for maybe 10, 15 minutes. He comes back out. I'm like, you already done? He's like, it's too hot down there.
Huh.
And I'm like, too hot in the basement?
Huh.
He's like, yeah, it's way too hot. In the basement? He's like, yeah. I'm like, where it's the coolest? He's like, no, it's not the coolest in there. It's hot in there now.
Huh.
And it ain't no way. Because, I mean, you'll see when we go down there. He actually keeps our wine cellar down there.
Huh.
But yeah, now this used to be riddled with pigeons, which
Okay.
sucked. Yeah, I eliminated that with my blow dart gun. I'm serious, I got pictures of it, man. I'm pretty deadly with it. If I would have known any bird hunters, watch the whole,
Yep.
any bird dog trainers, I could have sold them for, I guess they buy them for $50 a pigeon. A lot.
Oh, geez.
Okay. And when that board did that, I
Yeah.
was wanting to. What?
Oh, yeah, I hear a scream.
Oh, you heard a scream? I didn't hear that. But it looked like someone was laying in that bed. And so I started walking over there, and my buddy's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "It looks like someone's over there." He's like, "Come on."
Huh.
So he was even too scared to go down the stairs by himself.
Huh.
One of my friends, we were doing a tour, and she came down here and looked that way and saw a black shadow run across the wall. And she's like, "Get me out of here."
Huh.
I think it's cool. But my mom and dad had a rental property that was haunted.
When we go back and review this, look at the shadow. It looked like it went right to the left real quick there. Right before it went up the stairs. Give myself a little note so
See, these little things.
One of my friends, we were doing a tour, and she came down here and looked that way and saw a black shadow run across the wall. And she's like, "Get me out of here."
You know, add to the creepiness.
Right.
And that poor girl, she was like, "I'm sick and you're making me pose for this picture with my dolly."
Right.
And the dolly's sick too. I mean, seriously, does she not look like she wants to kill you?
She's like, "I'm done. Why you make me take this photo?"
When you go to sleep tonight, you know. Oh, where's the bucket? What's the bucket for? Huh.
Maybe Glenn's playing a trick on you.
There you go. You wouldn't need that unless it dripped a little bit. Now, be very careful
Okay.
where you walk. Okay? But we're going to go this way. Okay? So if you follow me, you should be all right. Just walk softly.
Hard thing to say to a 320-pound
Hey,
person.
You're not the only one that's had to walk that path, you know? But here's the... I gotta take down. Granted, this thing is from 1909, and everything was still greased and movable.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. We kind of
See if I can
disagreed. The gear that I took out of the main elevator, I think was gold. They say no, brass, but it scarred too easily, I think, for brass.
Huh.
But those are 44-inch pulley wheels.
Jeez.
And that's the original wood going across there. Now, I took down the brake, it was over there, and it's from a place here in Kansas City.
Huh.
And you can see the doors that's the doors that came with them that go up and down for the elevator to come out. And that's a short ledge, so that's why they're still there right now.
Huh.
Because I'm trying to figure out how to get, but
How much do you think those weigh?
huh?
How much do you think those weigh?
Boy, I couldn't tell you.
Jeez.
I mean, the drum itself, which the cables ran from this down to the thing,
Right.
you know, I still have some of the steel cables and the bells that are on the end of them downstairs, but I don't know. And that's wood, by the way. That's wood. That's not metal going across there. The things attached to the bottom of them are, but they're attached to. See that right there? Those are axles, kind of like an axle system.
Yep.
That is all greased up still, and I have the top part of this one off, so I can go up there and I can move it.
Huh.
But I didn't quite have the nerve to go to that one yet.
Right.
Which I think I'm gonna have to take off that whole deal there.
So are you just gonna let it free fall, or are you gonna
Oh no, I can't let it go down the basement. No, because if it bounced off the shaft, I mean, it would destroy whatever, and then probably go hard telling. But I think we're gonna build something off the edge of the roof.
Okay.
And roll it that way.
Giant cherry picker.
It's gonna be, because it could be causing the weight problem also.
Right.
You know, but
Yep.
we'll go on this way. And I'll tell you, there's a little guy here that's furry coming up. Don't worry, if it's a home. Now here's the weird thing too. We can't figure this out. Okay, this paper hanging was over this wood. Now doesn't it look like it was just hung there like a week or so ago? This right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect wood. Look at this. I mean, it's perfect.
Huh.
But it was already here. We tore off the paper, and that's what was under it.
Huh.
And there's no rhyme or reason for why it's here. Or these little bay doors here, or these little openings. Like they added a secret room.
Huh.
Now, just pay attention if I'm walking. So it's
Nice.
a suit on one of the mannequins. But I had it down on the lower level, and I had it like leaning out around one of his poles, like this, like it was peeking out at him, and he didn't see it until he got right up there.
Nice.
So that kind of jarred him. But like I said, he didn't think we didn't have that many ghosts. We have a few. There's that drain pipe I was talking about right there.
Oh, yep,
So
yep.
it comes down there, and there's a hole right there, and it goes all the way down to the basement. And you don't walk on these.
Okay.
That's where the holes are at. And that's another big closet right there that you've got uncapped. Let's just sit here a second. Let's see what happens. We'll just talk, okay? And
I'm gonna go to. Should I stay on video or should I go to camera mode?
that's up to you.
So I don't get any light reflection on video mode.
Video will hear sounds. We'll see if we had anyone else come up here.
Okay.
When I went a while ago over there, that's what I heard.
It sounds like there's a whisper coming from around that mirror.
See, that's why I never say what I hear. I always ask people if they're hearing something because not everybody hears the same thing. But when you hear the footsteps, everybody hears those.
I'm gonna do a photo.
Huh. I thought that was blue dark for a second. Yep. Watch your step on that. But, I just don't think that guy should be with that woman.
Can you point Oh, I can't see her face. Oh. It's about my luck with my wife. She's gorgeous and I'm a
Oh yeah, but look at the age difference.
Oh geez. Well.
And look at her here. Look at her with your eyes. See?
Oh.
They're looking at two different places.
Right.
So, but why?
Huh.
He looks like he could be a killer, I think. Now this right here, that is the original Union Station. That used to be right over there in the corner by this bridge that's beside us.
Nice.
Oh wait, or is that the new one after they first erected it? Let's see. That might be the new one after they took down the one that's over here.
Okay.
The original one's downstairs on the first floor for sure. That's funny, Glenn. That's funny. That's actually, that's got some humor in it. See, I mean, just where he gets these is crazy. Watch this. There's a little piece of board that's stuck up there. Did you see that move? Billy, why are you barking? Oh, because you're. This is all right. It's a little weird stepping.
I got another one.
More pictures. But hey guys, if you've stuck around this long, press the like button. It takes like 2 seconds and it really helps. Thanks so much. Yeah, I heard that one.
All the time when Glenn's up here, he hears me come up the stairs and talk to him. And he'll be talking to me, but I'm not even here. I'm not even in the building. Oh, and where that door?
Yep.
This is one of those doors. That was across.
So that was one of the, that was
That's what
above the
came-
elevator thing.
That's what came. Yeah, that's an elevator door. That's what came tumbling down. It was
Jeez.
across the whole thing. Now I think the wood is original, but the metal part. Wait, I think no, yeah. I think the metal is what the military put in
Right.
for the bomb deal. I
Right.
should have showed you when we were over there. The building that's no longer there
Okay.
was the ammunition building.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
It's no longer there at all. Okay, pulling up my things on here. Wow, I'm already down to 65%. This is the fifth. This is the.
So that's weird because my battery wasn't dying. It just kept taking me out of video mode. It just kept saying nope.
Yeah, the focus thing really drives me crazy. It does it all the time. Well, last time I was up here with somebody, I mean, I actually came back over because I thought Glenn had come up the stairs, and I was like, we're over here. Because, I mean, it was like this. From the stairs over to here. And I kept going back, and nothing was there. And then I'd go back over talking to my buddy, and then there you hear it again. I'm like, that must be what Glenn, and he will not stay in here after dark once you're
Yep.
over there. So, I mean, you can even tell it's leaning now from this direction.
Yeah, it's definitely leaning.
Well, I would like to know if in your video,
Yep.
if it's standing straight up and down when we first got over here or not.
I'll cite it. I'll point it out. Theuglymotel.com. You can check us out, and I'll post this up there when I get a chance to go through and edit it.
Uglyhotel.com?
Theuglymotel.com.
The Ugly Motel.
Yeah, we're renovating a motel in Lincoln, and the city's main problem with it is that it's cosmetically from the outside not appealing.
Now, see, sometimes, because I'd come up here hunting for the pigeons,
Right.
and I'd come up here by myself, and sometimes these, some of these could just have somebody laying under them. And you do, back then, you had to kind of worry about it if the
Right.
animals had gotten in here. But Glenn's like, I don't know how you go walking up there by yourself. But anytime I was gone and we'd come back, he'd be sitting out on the dock after dark.
Man, this is a total reason why I need to invest in an actual camera. I'm recording everything with the camera phone or those GoPros, and
Watch it, that's
oh,
what's on
yep,
there.
yep.
But yeah. So, we've done everything, lifting the floors, each floor, with 30-ton jacks, they're train jacks, like that one right there.
Okay.
Starting on the first floor, working our way up. Oh, did you catch the twins right there, or the two little girls that are weird? Now I still have to redo this. This landing has to come all the way back out.
Right.
It's rotted through and through.
Oh, their eyes are a little bit different inside the video than they are in person. That's kind of
Really?
creepy. Yeah, look, they're darker or something.
They look like they got life.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is weird.
And that one's
I mean, it's
the
seriously.
the left one's in a different position. So the one on this side is facing a different direction than.
Oh, her
in the
shoulder's
video.
not. I see what you're saying.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow. That's new. But yeah, they look like they got life in their eyes on your phone. That's crazy.
That's creepy. Yeah. That's nuts.
Wow. And the other one, man, those look live. I mean, like you're filming a girl in person.
Right. Yeah.
That is crazy. And that one just looks like she's
Huh.
evil. But it looks like there's moisture in their eyes on your
Yeah.
phone.
There's something. There's something different.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm gonna have to watch it back and forth to see. Does it look like the eyes had moved from what it looks like in person to what it looks like on the camera?
Yeah, because this eye doesn't. What I'm seeing is she's looking this way, but on
Yeah.
that, the one eye looks like she's actually looking
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah. Yeah. The film, it looks like it's looking at you. Well, that's fun.
Huh. That's then we'll get a kick out of that one. That's cool. You see, I like that. I wonder if her eyes didn't do that, did it?
No, she's a photograph.
Wow, cool. Now this guy scared me one time. This guy got me once. I was already feeling something itching on me, And I was coming up here, and I just happened to catch him out of the corner of my eye, and I, did the flinch around like someone was getting me. Okay, maybe that's just my light going across.
Well, earlier, that's where I could have sworn I saw a shadow thing by the bed.
Well, I saw something like, not the light, but, I could see like this.
Right.
And it looked like something went across there.
Yeah.
Because you can tell the difference between the light and
Yeah.
it's almost like that thing hanging there was on one side of the mirror and went to the other side.
Huh.
Now, see, we'll all regret it if they take possession of these things and start
Right.
walking the hell around. Thank you for bringing us transportation. But they had fire sprinklers through here. Oh, yeah, it's trying to. Right there, that's their electricity deals.
Oh, yeah, knob and tube. Yep.
Yep. All over. Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's where the person was after this one hit the floor. Did you try to kill me, man? Did you throw that door down at me? Don't be a pussy, come over here. Come talk to me.
This
Don't throw doors down at me.
And this is that window from the photo earlier.
Yeah, I think that dude had to be like their first elevator system.
Huh.
I mean, if you got a problem with me, come and talk to me about it.
Is there a hole in it? Is it? Okay, yeah. Maybe there's something reflected right there. Huh.
I put a game track right there. And I got 18 photos of nothing.
There's lights on this side of the building.
Yeah. Oh, here. Yeah, how much light?
On this side.
You might be able to see it come through that window, but what else do you see,
My wife would be like, "You're nuts. You went up there without a flashlight?" It's funny because Julie's usually the one we can never scare, but she doesn't like heights. Ladder was a no for her. I'm going to take one more. I'll post those photos later, but I swear when it took the photo, I saw a face, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I see, like, there's something else in it now. Did you see that? Oh, yeah, let's go. When I see things coming up behind it, like, it's calling things to it. That was wicked. That was really good. See, I could spend hours in here looking at crap like that. But when I've had doors thrown down at me and, violins, huh?
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, I heard the boombox.
See if I can pick it up in the audio later.
I'm pretty sure a boombox doesn't sound like a violin anywhere close to it. Well, that's the Blossom House with several different decades of different ghosts. And you can tell it, I can show you if you give me a number, I can try to send you the pictures of the elevator shaft where I pulled that drum out. And now that you've seen what's over there, you can look at it and go, wait a minute, that's not what was back there.
Right.
And then I'll show you, there's a reason I asked you about the old man in the tuxedo.
Okay.
And I'll show you some pictures here in a minute. So, you think it might be haunted?
You know? Of course, I'm the last one up here.
Oh my God.
The place is haunted, I think. You can feel, yeah, just right. The place is pretty spooky.
The mirror up on.
Yeah. Glasses, John.
Yeah,
they
didn't have
he
them
lost
on.
his glasses for 6 hours or 4 hours, and he goes, oh yeah.
So Julie and I found ourselves at a haunted house in Kansas City. Are we in Kansas City, Missouri? Kansas. So we came looking for hotel doors. They have lots of stuff for collectors and whatnot. They just so happen to have the exact doors that we need for our hotel. And then I got a tour I'll put up on YouTube later, but I'm about to do
Blossom House right there, Paul, yeah. That's the place. There's the card. Paul, give me
Blossom
the card.
House.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
I'll give
haunted
you one
hotel.
too.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Wait, let's see. I'll go down first here, Paul. I'm ready. Let me see. You got a flashlight, Paul?
Julie, can I borrow the flashlight?
Sure can.
We went upstairs, and I'll post it on YouTube in a YouTube video, but we went upstairs, and I didn't bring a flashlight, so.
Celia's in total trust in me. He's like, oh, there's some light coming through the window, and then
Cherokee Indian burial ground, Osage Indian burial ground. Choteau came through here like in about 10 years before Lewis and Clark, and this used to be a renowned burial ground for Indians all along the West Bottoms area. So,
Okay.
So when you're down here, you can see some pretty good. You can hear some pretty good, whistling, or you hear movement. You definitely feel a little presence. I had one meter down here with the paranormal. You can hear some pretty good, whistling, or you hear movement. You definitely feel a little presence. I had one meter down here with the paranormal, and sure enough, their little meter went off the Richter scale. But you can see the beauty of architectural, Paul.
Yeah.
I just cleaned it up too now. I just swept the whole place, so it's all had a little nice little runway here. But you can see the 6 foot. They don't build them like this. 1910 when they built the old place. And then for Halloween, I did have some few kids down here now, and we had a little with a few props there, and they didn't do that. But one of these kids went running and whatnot. But Paul said, well, maybe the spirits don't like the props.
The extra
and
attention?
I go, yeah. I go, well, maybe so, Paul. But you can see how I did a little digging down here now. I did find like a fragment of a bone down here, and this dirt. There's dirt right along here, and I did find a fragment of a bone, but I think the dog ate it. Whether it was a human bone or what. But I didn't ask any questions. I just kind of got it. But you can see how pretty we've been turning into like a speakeasy at all.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And it's pretty wild having these bars on windows now. Paul thought, he did a little research one night. He goes, well, why would they have bars on the windows down in the basement? Because no one could get down in the basement anyway.
That's a great question.
But he says he thought it might have been something with slavery. Because over here, about 2 miles, or about a mile and a half, there's a little sign that shows where the slaves, Missouri was a slave state.
Right.
The bushwhackers would chase the slaves, and they'd go across Kansas River to Quindaro.
Okay.
And that was a known escape for them. But there's a little sign right around the corner from here where it showed several of them went across the boat, and the bushwhackers shot holes in the boat, and they went down in the boat, and with their hands going like this, trying to be saved, they drowned.
Oh,
And
geez.
that's on the sign right around the corner there. So I think some of the spirits still like that are flipping around here. Even. Oh, here's another way here. One step there, but yeah. So anyway, that was right here. The bars were something amazing. And then the thick walls over here, and I got a couple little props there the kids like. But you can see that here now. There's an old
Little props there the kids like. But you can see that here now. There's an old
kind of like the F Troop. Look at it. There's a little bar where they'd have to slide the steel bar right there, and it would
Oh,
lock
yeah,
the
to
door.
shut the door. Yeah.
Like the bar. So that's pretty
What the
wild.
heck?
So you can see how. And like I say, you get down here now, you couldn't hear diddly squat. You couldn't hear anything. I was thinking about opening up a firing range down here.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because but you can see where it's pretty. It's all original 1910, but I think the basement, the rock, might be older than 1910 now. I've been looking at some old photos, and of course the Civil War was over in 1865, but I think a lot of that stuff was still going on in the 1880s,
Right.
1890s. So you can clearly see.
So your plan for renovation down here? Are you going to put a bar down here? Or?
Little bar, little speakeasy.
Nice. Okay.
Because this was right on the wettest block
Okay.
in the city of Kansas City, the Pendergast in the 30s. Google the wettest block, and that was the name of it back in the 1934. Pendergast, Al Capone, and of course Jesse James was running around here and whatnot, and a lot of this was very well outlaws. Younger brothers. Kansas City is pretty much known for the old mafia hideouts in the 20s and 30s. Binaggio murders.
Right.
Sevilla, my cousin married Sevilla's granddaughter. She changed her name even.
Huh.
So, but anyway, it's got a lot of history down here. And I do history tours too. I've bellhopped down as a Western for 40 years, so I know the city pretty good.
Okay.
And do a lot of tours. And I drive for Uber part time too. And I drive for Uber part time too.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you mind if I go back there real quick? Or?
Here's the classic little brick wall in the back. There's an elevator shaft. Paul had a door was falling one time. I was up on the fifth floor. I don't know how that door came down, but I think it might have been something related. And it does connect with another building now right beside it. So I put that up. We had a hobo come try to come through there.
Oh, jeez.
A year ago. Yeah, I was up there walking through.
Huh.
I almost shot him. Let me go in, just get out, don't come back. You can see this old break. Now, this is probably the oldest part of the building right here. They laid this up probably like in 1890. I had a guy come in and check.
Huh.
And the data, because that's old. You see where they just laid that up on the brick.
And Paul was saying that all of this is redwood. Is that the same down here? Or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, redwood. And
From California. That's awesome.
Back in the 20s. But yeah, I'll tell you, you could sure put some things out here. He would be found at all. You see how dirty this place is, which we all and I was thinking about wrapping this with, this make it speedy, put little tables there and
Sure.
just wrap the lights around and that's the little boiler room here.
Well, the Wi-Fi won't let me connect, or not the Wi-Fi, the internet won't let me connect back here. But
I had my phone going funky one time down here. Maybe some kind of electrical or current, you never know.
oh, hit my head. I want to take a photo real quick. Yay! You got to the end. So you better have subscribed and pressed the like button. This is a long video. Congratulations for getting to the end. Oh, we didn't die. Turned out to be really great people. I'll leave the information on how you can get a tour in the description.